Yes, today I will be telling you about how you can move to New Zealand. I mean, the easiest way to move to New Zealand. And I would like you to pay attention as we go through this because I will be giving you fact and figures and things that will help you to achieve this dream. By the way, I want to tell you that the cost of applying to or for a New Zealand study visa is 750 New Zealand dollar, and the duration for processing time is just 6 weeks. Okay, 80% of these applications are being granted within 6 weeks maximum, and the length of stay is up to 4 years depending on your course of study and what you've applied to study in New Zealand. So this is important for you to know. There are more informations I would like you to look up. Much later, you can go through the link to see issues that are related to permission to work and issues that relate to medical and travel insurance, tuition fee, offer of a place, health, and all those information. I'm not gonna take time because to talk about this because there are many more important things I would like to cover. In as much as I want this video to be detailed, I also do not want it to be too long. So I'll be taking the most important things while you go through some of these things yourself. Okay. So importantly, I want you to know that the processing time is about 6 weeks and the fee for this visit is just about 750 New Zealand dollar, and you can get up to 4 years, after which you can get a post-study visa. Okay. But I'd like to take you through the education providers in New Zealand. This will actually help you to ensure that whichever school or training institution you're applying to is recognized by the government so that when you finish studying, you can actually get a post-study work visa. If you not study in a recognized institution, after your studies, you will not be eligible to apply for post-study work visa. So these are institutions or institutes of technology or polytechnics. Ara Institute of Canterbury, Otago Polytechnic, Unitech Institute of Technology, you know, Universal College of Learning, Wikato Institute of Technology, Wellington Institute of Technology. Then there are private training establishments where you can just go for some technical training and stuff like that, either in ICT, then maintenance, in chiropractic, in business, in English, you know, food and wine, whatever it is. These are private training establishments. There are so many of them, so I won't be reading each and every one of them, but you can just have a look and see them. I will be dropping the link so you can just go through them to see which of them that you might be interested in. For example, if you're interested in doing something that is related to business and technology, you can look at Case Institute of Business and Technology. You can just copy it and Google it, then you'll see information about the courses which they offer. The same way you can go through, let's say, Air New Zealand Aviation Institute, if you're probably interested to be a pilot or to be a what is it called, mechanic for aircraft, aircraft mechanic and all that, you can check out that institution. Many other institutions are here which have various other courses which they teach. You can just go through them, including business and tourism, hospitality and tourism, business, ICT, and many other things. Okay, then these are schools um, which are like colleges. So you can see all these schools. There are so many of them also where you can just study, get some diploma or stuff like that. So these are schools, high schools, and all that. Yeah, and these are university. In New Zealand, they've got this university: Auckland University of Technology, Lincoln University, Mass University, University of Auckland, University of Auckland English Language Academy, University of Canterbury, University of Otago, University of Waikato, Victoria, University of Wellington. So these are the number of universities you can also apply if you want to study in New Zealand. But then, what is important again for you to get through to New Zealand? Because the idea is that if you study in New Zealand, you would be able to apply for a postgraduate work permit. And what I advise for someone who is not too keen about too much of education, you can do a 1 year diploma or 2 year diploma, and this will make you eligible to get a post-study visa. Okay, and then you will be able to stay back and work in New Zealand So if you do this, is fine, and you look for the ones that are cheap. That's why I've listed all these education providers for you, so you can just look at these institutions and try to do 1 or 2 years diploma and get your ball rolling. Yeah. So, but then it is important to look at the list in the ASCO occupation list. This list will help you to understand which occupation are listed in the ASCO, so that whenever you're doing, let's say you are doing a postgraduate, oh sorry, graduate diploma or diploma in project management, then you know that after it you would be able to find a job. Okay, and that's why you can look at this: child care workers, family day worker, out of school hour care worker, teacher's aid. These are things that are all in the ANSCO list. Okay, so if you look at these things, they're all in the ANSCO list. So it makes your life easier if you study something within here. This okay. If you want to go to study, in the university, fine. You can check out engineering or nursing or whatever. So you will get them also um, in the ASCO list. Also, these visa not skills for New Zealand. Yeah, let's look up the ASCO list for New Zealand. I hope I'm gonna find it easily here. Yeah, okay, so you can see this. If you want to go to university to study like graduate courses, you can also consider these roles. For this is the green list role. There are more lists here, so you can look at all these. They are all within the ASCO list. You can see building project manager, bulldozer operator, cardiologist, career counselor, chemical engineer, chiropractor, civil engineer. You can just keep going. So you're gonna see all the lists in the green list: dairy farm manager, database administrator, dental practitioner, dental specialist. This is when you want to. But then, if you just want to do a course, you can do a course which, let's say, which are related to, maybe, let's say, but if you just want to do a diploma course, you consider courses which are related to, let's say, healthcare, like caregivers, day caregiver. You can also do courses which are like that can make you to work as a carpenter or as an air conditioner and refrigerant mechanic, technicians, forklift operators or machine operators, farm workers, and stuff like that. So if you also do those courses, you would be able to go in through the permanent residency. So these are things I have for you today. I would like you to consider a course that will not cost you so much. Okay, a course that will not cost you so much. You can also come out to this website. This website is study with newzealandgov.gov.nz. This is also another one which where you can easily get going. You can say, I want to study in New Zealand. And if you click this, um, it will bring you to plan your study experience, find a course. So you can click find a course. So this will help you to check out. So show all courses: 3,556, study in New Zealand, 2,688. Because some are actually online. So you want to study in New Zealand, you click that. It brings you to this place: New Zealand certificate in plumbing. You see what I've told you. So if you do go to Unitech Institute of Technology, you can do certificate in plumbing, gas fitting, and drain laying. Okay. You can also do New Zealand certificate in real estate, as much person, New Zealand certificate in skilled for living or for living and working, bachelor's in architectural studies, masters of human rights. You can actually filter it: diploma in veterinary nursing, diploma in architectural technology, carpentry 4, New Zealand's diploma in architectural technology, diploma in journalism, summer school English, exam preparatory for occupational English test, IELTS preparation, New Zealand. So you can see some of these courses actually have a duration of 1 year, some have duration of 2 years. Okay, yeah, I'll just click on one of them. This for beauty service for ladies, advanced horticultural trades, certificate in English language, certificate in business, diploma engineering mechanical. So you can see you can keep going up to 40. But let me go to page 3. I want to click on one of them. Yeah. But I would like to click on a certificate course. Diploma in business leadership and management, diploma bachelor of nursing, interior design. This is also good residential. So I think Unitech has good courses. So you can actually hit up that. Maybe I'll click on that. Let's have a look. Horticulture also. Okay, let's click on this. Residential, yeah. Let's click on this and see. So if you click on this, you will see this is level, diploma level, and you can inquire here or you save to favorite and keep searching, okay? And you can see the summary of the course. These are the highlights, things you're gonna do in the course, and probably duration of studies. We can find it here. We have to go to the main page, okay? Yeah, go on to further study for commercial, or this for commercial. So I think we can go to the main page to see more about the duration and other details for this study. Let's see this commercial. Yeah, so we can visit the website, visit Unitech, and find out more information. Curious about studying in New Zealand? Create a study with New Zealand account and explore your ideal study option. Access personalized recommendations, save your favorite course, and provide and manage all your inquiry in one place. So this is you can click an account here and start up the process of moving to New Zealand. You can just see this is like I say a pathway. In New Zealand, you can either as an employment, you can come through employment, and you can also from there you can study, or you can come directly to study, either certificate, diploma, or bachelor's, and from there you can do post qualification like PGD, master's degree, PhD, as you may wish. So that is just like the pathway for New Zealand. So, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up here. I hope that this helps you or meet your need, your requirements. So, I wish you the best of luck as you go through this. Cheers, guys. I'll just play this short video for you in case you're interested.
Kia ora, hello. This film is designed to help you understand NCEA, the main qualification for secondary school kids in New Zealand. NCEA stands for the National Certificate of Educational Achievement, and it comes in 3 levels, cleverly named 1, 2, and 3. The key ingredients in NCEA are things called standards and credits. One leads to the other. With NCEA, there are still important national exams at the end of the year. We sometimes call it external assessment, but you can also be tested or assessed throughout the year. That's called internal assessment because it happens in school. It may sound like a lot more work, but let's face it, there are some things you can't test in a sit-down exam. Why write about delivering your mihi in te reo Māori when you could do it for real? Why just write about a science experiment when you could do the experiment in the lab and see the real results? With NCEA, subjects are divided up into all the things you need to know. They're called standards. Each standard is worth credits, and credits count towards the final qualification. It means that instead of doing a 3-hour exam on the whole subject of English, you could be assessed in separate standards about writing a business letter, analysing a text, making a film, and giving speech. Some of these will be tested in an exam at the end of the year, and some will be assessed during the year. You can build up credits during the year, or even over more than 1 year. And once you've got credits, they last forever. And you can keep track of how many credits you're stacking up as you go along. When you get your results, you'll know how many credits you've got, but your results tell you a lot more than just NCEA Level 1 passed. When you log in to view your results for each standard, a letter will appear next to each one, NAME. They stand for Not Achieved, Achieved, Merit, and Excellence. You can probably guess what Not Achieved means. Achieved, Merit, and Excellence tell you how well you did in reaching the standard. One thing to remember is that these days, E is for excellence. It might pay to let your parents know that when they were at school, if you got an E, it was bad news. You won't get any more credits for getting merits and excellences, but there are good reasons for aiming high. If you get enough credits with merits or excellences, 50 to be exact, you'll get merit or excellence included in your NCEA qualification. It's called certificate endorsement, and everyone will know how well you've done. That will tell people you mean business. It's a good reason to keep aiming for merits and excellences even after you've reached 80 credits. Merits and excellences can also be useful if you're doing well in particular courses or subjects. Course endorsement tells people you're especially good at a particular subject or course. If you get 14 credits with excellence in a particular course, say maths or music, you will have that course endorsed with excellence. Anyone who reads your results will see you've done particularly well at maths or music, or even both. That will come in handy when you're showing results to people after you've left school, for work, or going somewhere else to study. Vocational pathways are another way you can show what you've learnt. They also suggest the types of study options and job opportunities that you may be interested in looking into. You get a Vocational Pathways Award when you've completed one of the 6 industry pathways. You can get more than one Vocational Pathway Award. Need A? You can use Vocational Pathways to show how your achievement relates to the learning or skills employers are looking for. Your time at secondary school is a bit like a journey. It might start off feeling like you're in a foreign land, but you soon start becoming more familiar with the territory, and you'll want to explore new places and ideas. Just like any journey, it helps to have an idea of where you want to go and a map so you can plan how to get there. You want to know the subjects you're studying are taking you in the right direction. Getting as many credits as you can is great, but it's important to think about what subjects you're getting credits in. If you're aiming for a job or university course, you need to get credits in the standards that will be useful to employers or that the university will expect to see in your results. Make sure you're on the right path. And remember, just because you've got university entrance doesn't mean you can just turn up for any university course you like. These days, universities want to see lots of E's in your results, another good reason for aiming high. So, a couple of important things to remember. Make sure the standards you are studying are going to give you the results you need so you can do what you want to do when you leave school. Because NCEA is recognised internationally, it means you can study at an overseas university. And make sure you're getting your best possible results, as many excellences and merits as possible. If you've got questions, talk to the experts, ask your teachers, go to the NZQA website www.nzqa.govt.nz or phone NZQA on 0800 697 296.